That's right. I'm up, and I'm DC. I was out last week. I wasn't here, and I'd like to say they had a very good show. They're gonna stop that shit.
Well, thank you, DC. We want to thank you, brother.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a good show, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I may just produce and get out the way and let y'all, let y'all.
Nah.
If you could just.
No, don't do that, please.
You keep talking about retiring. You got this escape plan, man. What is going on?
Yeah, what?
You got like an escape plan to just run away and be free.
How long you think I'm gonna do this shit, Tim?
Well, you did this long. Why stop now?
I dread coming here every week and being surrounded by you four.
Wow. Think you know a guy?
No, man. I probably would do this until I die. I'll probably do it just addicted to it, like Deshaun Watson in Rape.
Whoa.
Wow. Don't look over here, man.
Sexual assault, DC. Sexual assault.
Sexual assault. I know remember I told you, I said that number was low.
Go ahead, Brian. Brian probably knowing.
I said that number was low when y'all was talking about in the 20s. I said for him to be the quarterback and making that type of money, I said that number is kind of low.
I'm not saying.
Remember I said that to him?
So it makes sense now that it's 60?
I'm not surprised of the number of women.
I can see.
I ain't saying he did it. I'm just saying I'm not
he did it. That's not even no debate, man.
I'm just saying I'm not surprised at the number of women, but y'all like, I'm just telling you.
No, we wasn't talking about the women. You trying to say we talking about women, period. We were talking about the Pacific case, the way he's charged with these 20 women. We felt that to be high for 20 women to say that he did that to them, not that he had 20 women.
That means now it's up to 66, which means 66. Let's just say all of those women are telling the truth, and nobody said nothing until now.
Until somebody got paid. That's my only problem.
Until somebody got paid.
When somebody got paid, now everybody's trying.
And they were all masseuse. He didn't get barred from the massage parlor.
Nope.
They kept letting him come back and come back and come back.
They paid him,
man.
They paid him after sitting out a full year. They don't even talk about that. The Texans took care of him after sitting out a full year. So, I mean, it's crazy.
These women were
Can you
already.
imagine how many he gonna rape, not having to go on the road and play games?
Right. Because now they're just gonna sit on. I mean, they can't even talk about that. They ain't even talk about jail or anything. The only thing they're doing now is just suspending him from playing the NFL. And that ain't been fully
paid leave.
Just that, man. The worst thing right now is that the Browns cut him. But with the state of their franchise either the Browns gonna do this, like we're gonna keep him out, or we're gonna look at this new freshman quarterback class come out in college, and they might have a better chance.
It's hard to rape in Cleveland.
Now, was it rape or was it sexual assault with Deshaun Watson?
Sexual assault, they said.
He said
you telling me
he was forcing them
in a massage parlor?
Well, you already naked.
At his
you already naked, but there's other people in there. It's a massage parlor right next door.
Downstairs.
Yeah, little
they got coupons too.
Yeah.
They know all the information.
Just saying.
But you telling me
home massages. They're going to his house.
You telling me is other people in the building, in the room next door. So how does a woman get raped in that situation, and when all she got to do is holler?
Most of them are home massages.
Oh, they went.
Most of them are home massages. Like my brother, when he played, he used to
Most of them are what?
Home massages.
So he was getting them at his house.
Yeah, my brother, when he played,
I used to get them in Los Angeles.
Right.
You know the massages. You know?
Right.
Hey, let me tell you something that happened to me, man. And I wasn't freaking deacon nothing. I would get a massage. Sometimes they come out on the side of my pool, I get a massage. But I wasn't no freaking deacon nothing. But one time I called the police and they said, okay, we'll have somebody there. And they sent a man. I was like, oh, hell no, man. Hell no. Well, talking about, you said you wanted deep tissue. I said, I did. But I'm not.
Well, it's therapeutic. DC is going deep, all right.
I sent his ass back. I said, "Oh no, player, no. So you want a massage, or I want a massage, nigga, but not you, not from no damn man."
It's therapeutic. If it's there for your health reasons. You go to a male doctor, don't you?
You might get cussed out.
Nah, you go to a male doctor. You don't prefer a woman check your.
I would prefer that.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Now that you're asking.
Yes, I would prefer that. I'd feel much better with a woman checking my prostate. I mean, I still wouldn't enjoy it.
No.
But it'd be tolerable. And think about it, their fingers smaller.
Okay, right.
Unless you're fucking with a midget. Midget got fat hands.
Like when I get stuck in there.
Yo, can you hear me?
Oh God.
I wonder who checks, Brittany Griner's prostate over there in Russia.
Yeah, she been over there long enough. Her beard done came in.
What's the matter, man? I'm wondering if she getting the proper medical attention. Huh?
Just so you know, Joe Biden is doing everything in his power. He just called her wife, and Joe Biden is doing everything in his power to get Brittany back.
I know, but I'm
She's
just
allowed
wondering
to FaceTime. She's not suffering.
Medical attention over there, man. I mean, there's somebody checking her prostate.
Last time they saw her, she was in an apartment and was allowed to FaceTime. So I don't know. I mean, I guess being held against your will is still being held against your will, but this whole mentality is if she's just in this overbearing suffering.
And God bless her too. I hope they get her back.
They get her back.
But you can't. Go ahead.
Do you feel that Brittany Griner is a political prisoner?
They got somebody else over there still too, though, right?
Possibly. She
made a bad decision.
I haven't heard her say, but they may be keeping her from saying it. So you can't go to anybody's land. That's that old American supremacy shit.
Yeah.
We 5% of the human population. You can't just go to these other people's country and do what the hell you want to do.
Exactly.
They got laws over there. And why would you, like I told y'all, what the hell you carrying that shit back and forth for taking a chance?
Exactly.
You can get the shit here.
Yep.
So why? However, there is a possibility that she was not, and that the whole thing was a setup. But I haven't seen her proclaim that. But they may be barring her from claiming that. But I mean, why would you take a chance?
Yeah.
Like that?
Well, the only reason I ask that is because Russia's only answer for releasing Brittany Griner is to release the Merchant of Death, one of the greatest
drug dealers, one of the biggest drug dealers in the world.
Yeah,
Russia, he's over here.
Merchant of Death. For Brittany Griner? Nah.
And I'm going to tell you some of the reasons to me that it doesn't make sense that it's 2 or 3 things don't make sense about that case to me. First place, if you so anti-drug, drugs are bad, blah, 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 and that shit is bad, she ain't bringing it in the country, she taking it out. So that's the first thing there. So you shouldn't be that upset. She's taking the shit to America.
Wow.
Get it out
I didn't even think about that.
She helping you out.
But here's my argument against what she totally set up. Is it a totally Russian setup? If they had set her up, the quantity is so small, Till, I don't believe they set her up.
Right.
Because if they had set her up,
it'd have went big time.
They'd have went big time.
Right.
Yeah.
And all she had was
the pen, vape pen.
Yeah,
a little vape pen. It was like they said some millimeters or some shit.
Yeah, you're not gonna just.
Right.
And if they set her up,
yeah, if you're the ones trying to frame and make America look bad,
they would have put. They said, "Oh, this bitch got kilo, man."
Yeah, because you want America to look bad. If that's the enemy, they would have set up to the point that you.
They would have set it up
where
with hands down. Ain't no debate.
Yeah,
look at all this
So I don't think they
testosterone
set it
medicine.
up. I think she just thought she's gonna walk through the airport
and not
like
get
she, like she Michael Jordan or somebody. And they look like she. Huh? No, you ain't forgot this. You ain't forgot that. You ain't forgot. Even though I did get to the airport one time, I ain't had my gun, but I had some bullets. And I threw him in the flower pot.
DC, you said a very important thing.
You get to the security thing, because I ain't had time to take him back out. But I knew I was going to be in trouble if I went through the thing. So I threw him in the flower pot. And do you know when I came back,
They were still there?
they were gone.
For real.
Yeah, they probably filmed me. I'm looking through the plants and shit.
Why you looking for?
Where my bullets at? God bless Brittany Griner. Old Sleepy Joe make it out. Old Sleepy Joe.
DC, you said a very important thing.
One word for America.
What was the word? What's the word?
Yeah. Bo P.
DC.
Bo P.
Yes,
Ladies
sir.
and gentlemen, we are by phone, thanks to the technology of Will Smith.
We're proud, man.
Technician that's been trying to connect with Bo P for an hour. We finally have him. He's coming to you live from his COVID hospice bed over across the street from my apartments at Camelot. Bo P.
Hey, but hey, what up, man? But you said something very important, DC. She was coming back to the state. She was coming back to the state when she get all the weed she wanted. Why did she try that?
I know you sick, boy. Go back to bed.
What do you got, monkeypox?
Because I have asked you the same thing
Over and over.
over and over again, Mook.
But I wasn't in Russia.
Huh?
He said that he wasn't in Russia.
No, you wasn't.
I wasn't in Russia.
You was in and out of your hometown, Mississippi, which is a different country too.
They got scary laws.
How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, DC, man. I want to tell everybody, don't sleep on this corona thing, man. It ain't over.
Yeah,
I was real sick, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
You don't have monkeypox, do you?
you got monkeypox or corona?
No, nigga. Hold on, man. I told y'all gonna ask me about the monkeypox.
Huh?
You know who? No, man. How you gonna ask me about monkeypox? You know who get the monkeypox?
Well, it's a rumor you got syphilis.
I heard it was gonorrhea.
Been crawled up in his brain.
Nah, it's just VD. It's just VD.
What do you say?
Yeah.
It's just VD.
VD, yeah.
It's just VD.
Okay, you
You heard about that a long time, haven't you?
a little penicillin. Now you know you ain't.
Yeah, you done 3 days.
You ain't supposed to be drinking when you take that penicillin, you know.
You're right. You're right. It's 3 days. Got to 3 days.
Boy, you sound just like Joe Biden.
You're right. You're right.
So what you gonna do?
Hey man, I'm gonna take I'm waiting my 3 days up, man.
What?
Take my penicillin, wait my 3 days to be up.
3 days.
I don't know.
Nah, I'm good though. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm getting back in shape and everything, and I just try to stay away from it so I know I'm cleared. You know what I'm saying? I'm good though.
Okay. All right. Well, we talking about you. You know, sometimes people wish well. They say, "Well, we praying for you," but we talking about you.
Yeah. All right. Pray for man Nard too, man. Pray for man Nard also.
Nard, yeah, I heard he was under the weather. Comedian Nard,
Yeah.
not doing too well at the moment. Yeah. Did I hear, is Eddie very sick? Did somebody else hear that?
No, I haven't heard that.
Is who sick?
Eddie
Hey,
LeVert.
Levert.
Thought you were connected with
I ain't heard
the
that.
family.
It's not sports.
I am. Gerald was my man, but Gerald dead. Knew his sister, I guess I could call her and check on him, but I heard something implying that Eddie wasn't doing well. Have I ever told y'all my best Eddie LeVert story? Well, I got two. My first one is Eddie and I were in Las Vegas and we got on the elevator going down to the show, and Whitney Houston got on the elevator.
Oh.
And for those of you that don't know, Eddie LeVert is wide open, bro. Me and Eddie on the elevator, Whitney and her bodyguards get on, and Eddie says, "You still smoking that shit? I smell it all coming through you."
I dropped my Gatorade.
Huh? I'm like,
I dropped my Gatorade when you said that.
You been get her fucked up, man. Now I smell that shit coming on through your skin. Whoa! And I said, man, you can't be talking to Whitney Houston like that. Ah, fuck it, DC. It ain't no joke.
Whoa.
So Eddie, me, Eddie, Morris Day, Jonathan Slocum, and Judge, who was the black lady was the judge before, one of the first ones.
Maybelline.
Judge Maybelline.
Damn.
So a promoter who wanted us to do a show for the king in Arabia some damn where, she gave us all paid 5 days in the Bahamas. Guest of the governor, who loved to smoke cigars. So we were just sitting up in the governor's mansion smoking cigars. But anyway, the driver, the limo driver, was a gay guy. So we were all laughing when the promoter wasn't around. We was like, we're gonna get this money, because he was paying us to come over there and just vacation. He was giving us money to gamble. And I gambled with some of it, but you know. And he was just throwing his money at us. But we had all got together and decided, we ain't gonna do this show, but we gonna enjoy this week.
Wow. Whoa.
But we agreed. Me, Morris Day, Eddie Levert, Judge Maybelline, and Jonathan Slocum. But we're not gonna let the promoter know that we bullshitting him. We're not gonna do this show in Arabia or wherever the hell it was. So the limo driver who worked for the promoter was a gay guy. So he called himself liking me.
It gets better. It gets better.
Like that Don DC Curry. I said, oh, no. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. So when he wasn't around, Eddie and them would be saying, DC, come on, man, take one for the team. No, hell no, man. We going home tomorrow. No, they
let it squeeze your ass. Let it squeeze your
I
ass.
said, no. So we went to the governor's mansion one day, and the guy sits next to me at the table, big long ass table, and all of us, we were smoking cigars, and the guy told a joke and then put his hand on my leg. I took my cigar and burned the shit out of him, man. So everybody laughing. Oh, DC. I said, oh, I'm sorry, man. I burned it. I tried to set his ass on fire. You hear me? So we got over that and everything, and when we got ready to leave, we were looking for the car. He had another guy bringing the car. He was the driver, but had another guy bringing the car from the parking lot. We didn't see the car coming, the limo. So we was all looking out there, where the car? So finally, he sees the car approaching, and he says to me, oh, there it is, baby. I said, man, fuck that car, man. I walked to the hotel.
Wow.
And boy, we laughed, but we enjoyed that promoter's money. And then the promoter went to jail in Jamaica, I think it was, the next month for embezzlement.
Damn.
And they're flexing.
But we did. Wow. So we did one show in the Bahamas. Me, Jonathan Slocum, Eddie Levert, Morris Day, and Judge Maybelline Ephraim.
Okay, well, what did Judge Maybelline do at the show?
Talk.
Oh.
They were just happy to see her, you know. She went up, she talked, she was funny too.
Yeah, I had to run over her.
I don't know what to say. You got in the islands. I don't know.
Huh?
The hell?
You got hit on in the islands. I don't know what to say.
They ain't talking about DC. Just go along with it. Get through this week. We ain't gonna make it, man. I'll tell you right now, we ain't gonna make it this week.
He got you a front seat every time you pick that up. You sit in the front seat. You sit in the front seat.
Well, Brian,
talk to me.
KD said he gonna take him and his process, due process, not processed hair, out of New Jersey. Dude, KD said he ready to get the hell out of there, man.
Well, everybody's on KD. What I don't understand is like, why isn't anybody looking at Steve Nash as part of this? Steve Nash, you're the coach. We know that you had some difficulties, but you had James Harden leave. Of course, Kyrie stood on what he stood on, and now your best player wants to leave, even though he was getting paid a ton of money. So, what the thing is, when everybody's talking about, well, KD wants to do this, do that, I don't understand why nobody's even giving Steve Nash a question on what he has done as a coach. I mean, he's had the right roster. I mean, he's had Blake Griffin, Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and this dude has gotten you nowhere past the second round. So I don't understand why Steve Nash, who really shouldn't have had the job in the first place because he didn't serve anywhere as an assistant. He just went from player to immediately be a head coach of a franchise, and I still don't see why he's getting off scot-free and everybody's crashing on KD.
Well, now, let me ask you this now. Do you feel that KD is a player that can change a franchise? Because to me, it appears as though he's going around chasing rings. Because he didn't win a ring until he went to Golden State, and now he's been in limbo ever since. He couldn't get Oklahoma over the hump. So, at what point do we hold KD accountable? I mean, he gonna flaunt that one ring, but
my thing when I look at KD and you talking about what he went through at Oklahoma and getting there, people forget. He got him all the way to the finals. But we did not know James Harden was going to be the same James Harden back then. Even back then, when James Harden got them to the playoffs, he disappeared.
Who incidentally had a terrible postseason.
He's just not a great postseason guy, and that's the story on James Harden. But KD never said anything. When Westbrook refused to give up the ball, which ended up putting Golden State, when Golden State was down 3-1, when Westbrook came down and shot it, when KD was calling for it, in the three-point position, we've seen KD make that shot. For some reason, Westbrook penetrated, missed the shot. Steph comes down, and what went from could have been a 12-point game. Clay hits the shot and goes down to 5, and Golden State gets back in that series. So he stood in Oklahoma for 8 years, not winning a ring. So of course you go to Golden State, was probably obviously the best player on the floor. Then whatever happened there, he leaves. You go to
won a championship.
You go to the Nets. You don't count that Kyrie Irving is going to be this guy. Kyrie Irving did not show that side of him for being strange until he left Cleveland. So
in closing, Reverend.
In closing, I'm saying that. In closing,
I've been talking 15 motherfucking minutes.
I'm saying this. I don't see why sometimes we.
As I go to my seat,
we tend to jump on players more so than looking at the head of the coach or the organization. And right now, until I see KD as doing something bad, other than wanting to win, I'm not going to jump on the guy.
He need to go back to Golden State.
Other than wanting to win. What else is there, man?
That's what I'm saying.
That's all there is to it, wanting to win.
Okay, so why am I staying? If
would you want to play with Kyrie Irving as a teammate?
Not from what I've seen, no, because he messed up Boston.
So why you want to blame the coach? Because the man want to get the hell out of there.
They brought him in there. All I'm saying, the coach and all them brought them in there.
I think same as with Russell Westbrook, who's selfish. KD does not want to play with Kyrie Irving, and I don't blame him.
Right, I agree. But why didn't Steve Nash just simply sit Kyrie down and go to the ownership and say, look, man, this guy is a cancer in our locker room? Because that's what the guys in Boston did. Kyrie had big money, but they went to Brad Smith and Dan Ainge and said, look, man, this guy ain't dancing. We got to get him out of here. And they got him out of here. And
how do you know he didn't try that?
Because evidently they haven't moved him. How was Boston able to move with more money on the table? Was able to move him?
They may not want nobody. I mean, you can't just say you going to Atlanta.
What I'm saying is, they had Kyrie, knowing what they had, and somewhere between the All-Star break and the trade deadline, they could have put him up there. But Steve Nash just didn't have a kahunas to say, look, man, this guy's killing our locker room.
Steve Nash is not the GM.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
He can go to the GM. What are you talking about?
He may have gone to the GM.
But
so why are they trying to move him now?
Because the GM may have told him.
The GM ain't even trying to move him now. So y'all are making my point. Why is KD getting bashed for not wanting to be there when it's the general management?
I ain't bashing him. I think he's doing the right thing.
But who's bashing him?
And they said Kyrie wants to go to LA.
Oh Lord,
that's my franchise. I hope not.
But
I'm a Lakers fan. I hope we don't go there.
Everybody want to go to LA. John Lacy want to go to LA. Richard wants to go to LA. Will, he want to be a tech man in LA. Mike Eaton, he's already in LA. You know, he's big time
movie.
Paparazzi.
Yes.
Right. Who don't want to go there? Black ass Tim want to be black ass LA Tim. Mook man want to be LA man.
No, I don't.
Me, I want to go there and thwart the Church of Scientology.
You want to go and reacquaint yourself with the Kardashians.
Yeah, got to do that. You got to do it.
Georgia, in the words of Ray Charles, it's a home. Yeah, I take my chances right here. You've been listening to DisRace. No hate.
But no fear.
But no fear. You got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away.
And we never run.
Deshaun Watson, you better run. I'm DC Curry.
I'm Mook Man.
I'm Black Ass Tim.
Brian Harper.
And our special guest, who was way off base, April.
I gotta go home with that.
Thank you, April. There you go. Good night.